So probably the last place that you think about hope and optimism existing is in prison, right? But in the last 10 years of working there, I've come to realize that all humans possess these things. They just need a little coaxing sometimes. In June 2006, the Actors Gang Theatre Company started an experiment. We decided to take the Sunday night workshop we do with our whole company into prison to work with non-actors to see if, what kind of effect our style of theatre would have on them. So the style of theatre we work in is a really bastardized version of the Italian tradition of commedia dell'arte. It's masks, whiteface, highly emotional, physical work. So we call it the style. And we took that workshop program into prison and were absolutely astounded by the effect it had on these non-actors and how it started to help them be able to heal their trauma. We've seen this approach transform prison yards. We've seen it bring down barriers of race and separation, and that has happened through the courage of these people picking up the tools that we've offered them and using those tools to transform their emotional lives. And they found a safe space in our work to be able to do that. And as a result, we have a 10% recidivism rate and an 89% drop in in-prison infractions, because these people now know how to deal with their emotions. So amazingly, this little engine that could, after 10 years, is now in 10 prisons across California, as Jessica mentioned. And for me, the thing that makes me so proud is that any day of the week, there will be a student-led program happening in a prison. Like right now, there is a program happening in a prison that's led by our students, and we go and check in and support them every 6 weeks. Apart from the re-entry programs that we have, which is now run by one of our former students. We employed him the day he paroled to run that re-entry program. We are also creating a program for correctional officers who are often as traumatized as the people that they are overseeing. It's the highest suicide rate of any job. So the real secret of this work, for those of us who are lucky enough to do it, is that we get as much, if not more, from the experience. One of our juvie girls told me the other day, when people come and work with her, she always thinks to herself, take off your cape. And this has become our motto now. Take off your cape, because we're not in the business of saving people. We're going in and offering them tools that we know work, and as a result, changing our own lives. I've definitely become a better person and a better actor, and these people have literally changed my life. So I'm really honored to introduce the stars of this work, the people. I mean, it was an idea, right? I had an idea 10 years ago. A lot of people have ideas. It doesn't really mean anything unless people make it happen. And these are the people that made it happen. So I'd like to start off by introducing Chris Bingley. You're first.
Stand up here. What is it, morning or afternoon?
It's afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chris Bingley. As Sabra said, I returned to the community last Friday from a 12-year prison sentence, and most of my time, honestly, there's not a whole lot of programs inside of California prisons, so I just kind of sat around and kind of read books and tried to better myself on my own. But towards the end of my sentence, I think I've been doing the Actors Gang about 5 years, so yeah, the Prison Project came in, and it gave me a lot of tools. It gave me a lot of tools to deal with prison, to deal with myself, and now that I'm out here, it's giving me a lot of tools that I'm using out here as well. I'm using those tools with my family, at my job, and just everywhere I go. So just to explain, what got me into prison is pretty much not knowing how to manage my own emotions. I was angry growing up, and I kept a lot of that stuff inside of me. And I found people that were angry just like I was, and we did angry things, and that's what led me to prison. And yeah, I mean, getting involved with this work, it helped me to be able to express my emotions, something that I was never taught to do. I just, like I said, kept everything inside of me. So what this work did is it created a safe place for me to be able to express myself no matter what, without judgment, whether it be happy, sad, angry, or fear, because those are the 4 emotions that we deal with. And it gave me a chance to exercise those emotions that were inside of me that I was so used to just constantly pushing down, and that I was used to just acting out. And so, yeah, this work gave me a lot of tools to learn how to manage my emotions. And not only that, but to just all kind of stuff from becoming a team player to supporting. We always say in Actors Gang, support your brother or support the other actor that's on stage with you. You know, before, being involved with this kind of work, it was just, I was kind of like a selfish person, just all about myself. So it just taught me to be more human, to be able to, look in another person's eyes and express an emotion, and be able to identify with the next person. So, yeah, this work is great, and I know it's doing a lot for people inside. As Sabra said, it's breaking down a lot of barriers. People that would normally want to fight each other, want to stab each other, they're friends in there because of this work. It builds a bridge between different races, between different gangs, all that stuff. And, it's just like we can relate to each other because of this work. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.